Hello, the Pokemon fan 993 here, back with more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So this is probably going to be the last time I do this because with Z8 coming out very soon. But first thing you're going to notice is that if I go through my menu real quick, you're going to notice that the audio is delayed. I'm currently working on fixing that. I'm getting a cord to hook into my laptop that's hopefully going to make it so everything matches up correctly. So I don't think this is a very fast USB cord. But today, now, just to let you guys know, is I only have Pokemon Scarlet. I used to have Violet. I sold it because I needed a little bit of money. So I can't do both Iron Violet and Roaring Moon. However, doing Roaring Moon wasn't actually as hard as I thought it would be because, well, I had a set already set up. I'm not really sure what I used this for, but I'm pretty sure I used it very recently for another raid. But here is Archludon. This is not mine. It is someone that I traded for someone because I actually had this before I bought the DLC. Someone traded it to me. So this is a Steel Dragon, Terra-type fighting Pokemon. Archludon is the evolved form of the Archludon. We have the Helldive Shell Bell. We have Terra fighting. We have Iron Defense, Body Press, Breaking Swipe, and Protect. So Body Press needs to be maxed out in order for this to work. And we probably won't be using Protect at all. But my EVs are Max HP, Max Defense, with the ability Stamina. Every time Roaring Moon hits us with a move, it's going to boost our defense stat by 1 point, which is very important because he has moves, very powerful moves. He has Sunny Day, Dragon Dance as optional moves. He also has Earthquake, Iron Head, Dragon Claw, and I believe one other move that I have to check. I want to make sure I got this right. So let me just check my phone real quick. I know I had it on my phone not that long ago. Hang on. I'm looking. I have to go through some of my pages here. Yeah, so the moves he normally has is Dragon Claw, Crunch, Iron Head, Earthquake. That essentially stops fairy moves from Pokemon from dealing with it, and also Dragon Pokemon from doing it. It also prevents, I think, yeah, Fairy, Ice, Dragon. Yeah, it prevents all the moves. It also has the move Sunny Day and Dragon Dance. It'll use Sunny Day immediately to activate its Photosynthesis, which is going to raise its attack stat. He was Dragon Dance near when he's out of HP, but he'll start using his shield quite after, and he'll, it looks like he status resets you at 55% HP remaining. He uses Sunny Day again at 40% HP remaining. And then he does player status reset 80% time remaining, and he stats and reset of his 60%. So he just does it a lot. So this strategy is not difficult, but it is kind of long to do. So unless you're farming him, maybe you find a different method to do it. But this is the way I found to do it because, yes, Archludon is a Dragon type and Steel type, meaning he's going to target Earthquake. However, because he will use Earthquake more than that, you're actually avoiding the Terra Dragon Claw, which will do more damage. Also, I don't know what the exact reason for, but when I fought him last time, he was like halfway in the ground. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe didn't position him well enough. Maybe it was a glitch. So we actually got some good teammates here. His tail's like halfway in the ground. So it's just like last time it wasn't a glitch. So he's going to start with Sunny Day. Photosynthesis is going to activate, which is his ability, and I believe that heightens his attack stat. Now, when you process Pokemon, you can't actually lower that stat particularly, so it doesn't count as a stat buff. So the first thing we're going to do here, we're going to put 1 Iron Defense up. This is going to increase our defense by 2 stages. It's going to hit Earthquake. It's going to take out half our health. Stamina will activate, giving us a 1 defense buff boost. We're going to use Iron Defense for another 2. That gives us 3 defense buffs. So now, after that, you want to go to... Well, he's going to heal us, obviously. And yes, this looks a lot cleaner because I am playing on the Switch too. So now what you want to do is, after you use Iron Defense, you want to use Breaking Swipe proficiently. You want to use Breaking Swipe until you're able to, until you're hopefully able to Terra. So Stamina's going to keep activating every single time. Breaking Swipe will hit for some amount of damage, lowers attack stat, and we'll restore a little bit of HP ourselves. So having Arboliva on your team is probably pretty optimal because of the constant healing thing. But I don't think I find it necessary because I did not have that Pokemon the first time I fought this Pokemon. So you're going to see that Dragon Claw even boosted now. Doesn't do a crap ton of damage, and Stamina keeps activating. So Breaking Swipe is pretty good here. We're just going to keep doing this till we're able to Terra. He's going to go for a combination of your Dragon Claw and Earthquake to try to keep my health down. Not really a big deal. The other guys are doing a little bit of damage. My focus is at damage right at the moment. It's lowering his attack stat. But they believe our defense now is maxed out for the moment. By the way, if you have Arboliva like any raid as a NPC optional, that's always a good thing. So he just needs to get her stats effects. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually Terra. We're going to Terra Iron Defense. That's going to let us Terra to fighting, pure fighting, with the crown, and we're going to use Iron Defense to help increase our defense. Because actually, for a while there, after you use that, not only does it negate your stats, but it also negates your ability for like 1 to 2 turns. So we need to put Iron Defense up in order to keep Archludon in the game. Luckily now, Earthquake will not hit us super effective, but Dragon Claw will hit us for neutral, like it did before. You're going to see, though, because I lowered his attack stat, it barely does anything. Also, some of my manners, it seemed to Ava managed to poison him for a little bit, so that's always good. So after 1 Iron Defense, after he does that, you're going to go right. You're going to start using Body Press. Now, when I did this, the first time I actually failed because my Body Press was only 10 power points, and you need more than that in order for this to work. So I used 3 power point ups to max out his Body Press to 16 instead of 10. You probably could get away with just 1 or 2 of them, or just 1 power point max, but I have quite a few of those. So you're going to see we're doing kind of mid damage. The reason we're doing such low damage is because my defense is not maxed out. When Body Press, it depends on how high your defense is, how much damage you do to the enemy. Plus, we're not hitting him for super effective damage, so we're definitely not doing as much as we possibly could. So like I said, this is a long and tedious one, but it does work. Because I came extremely close, I just ran out of Body Press. He was like in the yellow, he was in the red when it happened, and he had like half his time remaining. So like I said, every time he negates your stats effects, you're going to want to put an Iron Defense up to keep yourself going. Now, if he starts, once he uses Dragon Dance, so the first thing is he's going to remove the negative effects from himself. That should not be an issue to this point. There's the Dragon Dance. So when he does Dragon Dance, you're going to want to, just to be sure, you're going to want to use Breaking Swipe once. Unless you think you're good, maybe you don't have to use it. But we're going to see how much damage he actually does with the Dragon Dance increase. See, he didn't do a lot, and our defense is still increasing. So I'm actually going to opt out of not doing Breaking Swipe, but you could use it again if you feel like you're taking too much damage. The only thing that sucks about Arboliva being here is that it takes a little bit longer for the turn to go through because of the Great Spring constantly increasing your HP. Constantly restoring your HP, not increasing, my bad. Well, I guess increase, whatever. You could call it either way. So right now, I think we're doing maximum Body Press damage now on his shield. And like I said, the Shovel is just kind of there to make sure we keep our HP high. We definitely need it, though. I was going to consider something like maybe a fighting type item to keep my Body Press doing max damage, maybe a metronome or something, but I feel like we need the HP restorative. See, right there, he did that last time he actually critted me. That's another thing you have to watch out for. If he crits you, he's going to do over half your health. So that's another reason you want to keep your defenses up. Because if he does that right as he lowers your defenses, you're pretty much dead. Unless he does it like immediately after he negates your status, which would be very, very, very unlucky on whoever was attempting this. But you're going to see we're holding off, regardless, we're holding off pretty well. He's going to keep using Dragon Claw. Now he'll start using that immediately because now we have, we are no longer weak to Earthquake, so he's going to go for his default, which is Dragon Claw. So you're going to see now we're restoring, I'd say about 1/4 our HP every Body Press. So he's going to negate our stats effects at least one more time. But we're holding up pretty well so far. Hopefully doesn't get another crit. Still hanging in there. So what's optionally want to happen here is you want to restore more HP with the Body Press than he does with the Dragon Claw with your max defense. Right now it looks like I am doing that. So now his shield's gone, so now he's going to take more damage from Body Press. So he is going to, there's the one, that's what I was waiting for. He's going to negate our stats effects. So we're going to go for another Iron Defense. Luckily, we are still getting HP back from Arboliva. So, and for some reason he is slower. Not exactly sure why he is, but he is slower for some reason. I don't know if that's a glitch or whatever, but we're going to do that, and we're going to switch right back to Body Press. Like I said, if you're thinking he's doing too much damage, you can either put an Iron Defense up or you can go for a Breaking Swipe. Right there, not too much damage. So this is actually getting a bit closer than the last one was, which is kind of worrying me just a little bit. No, not Iron Defense, Body Press. I gotta remember to put Body Press at the top slot so that I don't accidentally use Iron Defense when I don't mean to. Stamina activates again. Body press again. So it is kind of interesting. I don't know if this is actually how it works, but I have a feeling that person is going to activate. I have a feeling they have the braid Pokemon in question. Like if we somehow kept it on that long, I believe they have unlimited power points. But then again, they might not have that because they have a time limit on each one. But I could definitely see that they have unlimited power points depending on how tough they are. For example, I could see Roaring Moon having that because it takes a long time for you to beat one. So we're actually cutting this kind of close here. I'm kind of hoping this doesn't take too much longer. The good news is when we're full HP, we're not going to have the healing animation for Arboliva. So this is good. I think this is going to be pretty close. I like how it randomly just goes faster than me for absolutely no reason. Rage are still kind of broken. They're not going to get fixed either not with Z8 right around the corner. We have how many days left? We have 11 days left, so we have like a week and a half. This might not work, guys, to be honest with you, unless my other guys start stepping it up. Wouldn't take the extra animation for the fucking crown to activate. I think this would be a lot easier. A lot quicker, too. I kind of wish he was going slower than I was. That way I wouldn't have to worry about the damn... I wish the crown was, like, not an animation. Like, everyone knows what Terra type you are. I think they needed to show an animation to show that. Come on, come on, come on. And you're like, one more shot on him. Come on. Come on! Are you serious? What happened? Did we win? I can't damn tell. My attack should go through. It doesn't go through, I call bullshit. Okay, so I'm going to say something here. If we won. Okay, so here's the thing. Alright? Normally I would not recommend this. I do not recommend Arboliva being in this group. Now, you're going to ask, well, why? Well, I'm going to tell you the reason why. Arboliva is good for healing, but you can heal just fine by yourself. But every time Arboliva heals you, it takes a little animation time. And when the timer is always running on a 7-star raid, you have no choice but to wait for it. But if you don't have Arboliva here, it means you have the animation almost every single turn. So that takes seconds, probably minutes away from the total time. Meaning, I don't think you should have Arboliva on your team because then it just takes extra time. Like I cut it extremely close here. If body press would have been if I would have pressed it like a second later, I think we would run out of time. Luckily, the whole turn went through. We came very close. I do not recommend Arboliva at all if you're going to do this. I'm going to put that at the top of the description of this video as well. I threw a Pokeball away because I don't care what it goes in, to be honest with you. Alright, so for this we got 4 Experience Candy Large, or 6 Experience Candy Large, 4 Experience Candy XLs, 5 Protein, 60 Dragon Terra Shards, TM49, 1 Ability Patch, 1 Power Point Up, 2 Star Pieces, 8 more Experience Candy XL, 2 more Experience Candy XL, 10 more Protein, and then another 8 Experience Candy Large. I can't believe I think that's the closest I ever cut a raid. Like, he had no time left. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. But anyway, I think it's a good do it for this video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully that I'll get Legends ZA when it comes out, because I'm having a hard time getting it because of my neighborhood. We have packages stolen, so I have to go get it. But no place will hold packages for you anymore. They have to deliver them. So I have to go out the 16th, hope I can find one. But this is the Pokemon Fan 1993 signing off. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.